This is VOA News. Reporting via remote, I'm Jeff Custer. Ukraine's Air Force declined to comment on the exact extent of damage from alleged drone attacks Monday on two strategic air bases in Russia, but said they will have reduced the capabilities of the Russian army. Speaking to reporters Tuesday, Ukraine Air Force spokesman Yuri Hinat said Ukraine is actively using Western-supplied air defense systems, which have shot down all targets they've been used for. They also said that Russia has not been using Iranian-made drones in recent weeks, saying that it is possible the first batch ordered by Russia has run out. He added that he was not aware of any reports of Iran committing to further supplies. European Union and Western Balkan leaders met in the Albanian capital Tirana Tuesday for a summit aimed at boosting their partnership as Russia's war in Ukraine threatens to reshape the geopolitical balance in the region. The EU wants to use the one-day summit to tell leaders from Albania, Bosnia, Kosovo, Montenegro, North Macedonia, and Serbia they have futures within the wealthy economic bloc and give them concrete signs rather than just promises they will join one day. Since Russia invaded Ukraine in February, the EU leaders have been stressing the need to improve the bloc's engagement with the six nations, and saying it's more critical than ever to maintaining Europe's security. Speaking to reporters, Belgian Prime Minister Alexander De Croo said the meeting is a signal of a strengthening EU.
Well, it's clear that Russia tries to influence not only this region, tries to influence the European Union. And it's true that the unity that we have shown as European Union is something which is disturbing for Russia.
Officials in Kyiv and Moscow said Tuesday Ukraine and Russia have carried out a latest in a series of prisoner war exchanges, with both sides handing over 60 people. This is VOA News. Authorities in Congo now say at least 272 civilians were killed in a massacre in an eastern town last week and blame rebels from the M23 group. Reuters correspondent David Doyle has more.
Last week, the United Nations said it had received reports of a high number of civilian casualties during clashes between M23 and local militias in Kashishe, but did not give figures. Congo's government has also said the rebels were backed by members of the Rwandan army. That's a frequent accusation that Rwanda has consistently denied. Earlier this year, a group of UN experts said it had solid evidence that Rwandan troops were fighting alongside M23 and providing it with weapons and support. Rwanda has denied this, and its foreign minister wrote on Twitter that Rwanda should not be equated to M23. The leaders of Congo and Rwanda have met several times to try to solve the crisis. A ceasefire was recently agreed in Angola's capital, Luanda, but fighting has continued.
That's Reuters correspondent David Doyle reporting. Indonesia's parliament passed a long-awaited and controversial revision of its penal code Tuesday that criminalizes extramarital sex for citizens and visiting foreigners alike. VOA's Tommy McNeil reports.
After ratification, the new criminal code must be signed by the president. A copy of the amended criminal code obtained by the Associated Press includes several revised articles that make sex outside marriage punishable by a year in jail and cohabitation by 6 months. But adultery charges must be based on police reports lodged by their spouse, parents, or children. It also says the promotion of contraception and religious blasphemy are illegal, and it restores a ban on insulting a sitting president and vice president, state institutions, and national ideology. Insults to a sitting president must be reported by the president and can lead up to 3 years in jail. Tommy McNeil, VOA News, Washington.
The Mauna Loa volcano on Hawaii's Big Island continued to visibly erupt in the early morning hours of Tuesday, with lava bubbling from a seam in the rocks. U.S. Geological Survey scientist Ken Hahn said Monday that it's believed the volcano was spouting out between 100 and 150 meters per second. He said the front of the lava flow is moving at approximately 15 meters per hour. A concern for many on Hawaii's Big Island is that the lava will reach Saddle Road, also known as Route 200 or Daniel Inouye Highway. The highway connects communities on different parts of the island, and if the road becomes impassable, delivery of many goods and services will become much more difficult and time-consuming. Reporting via remote, I'm Jeff Custer. This is VOA News.